Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing the new Redux Hooks which were like released recently. Actually not been released officially, but we have the alpha out and hopefully will be released officially soon. So these are like useSelector and useDispatch. Like at first useAction was like released, but due to some issues it was removed. So basically that's what I'm going to be showing. Without wasting time, let's just go into this now. So basically, if you want to use like the use selector and the use dispatch, these are like alternatives to map state to action. I mean map dispatch to props and map state to props. So rather than injecting your state into the prop of the component, now you're gonna be getting it directly using hooks, and I think this is just like fantastic. Number one, the reason number one is this is easier to reason with. It's easier to test. Dealing with other component can get like a bit tricky, and especially when you're also like typing it. I feel this is a lot more like straightforward. Okay, so first I'm gonna be talking about the useSelector. So the useSelector is an alternative to map state to props. Okay, yeah. So basically, this takes in the states and returns from the state. You can return wherever you want. So yeah, I have like multiple reducer. This is my cat reducer, so I'm basically getting everything I have in my cat reducer, everything being returned by my cat reducer, and from that I'm destructuring baskets and the total price. That's it. So the type of this app state is coming from my type definition, which I'm inferring from my root reducer, and I can show that real quick. If you go to my root reducer, you can see that I'm inferring that from this. That's how I'm getting my app states. So if we go back to check item, that's it. For use dispatch, you basically just call this use dispatch O, which is coming from React Redux, right? And you pass in the dispatch type, which is coming from Redux, which will subsequently which will further take your action. In this case, this is taking my cart action types. And in the next video, I'm going to be explaining in detail how you can create your types and the pros and cons to different techniques or methods. And actually, I'll be showing how I can sort of like architecture my app. So that's that. This is an alternative to map dispatch to props. So here you can easily get, like, you see the advantage of this is when you say dispatch, you get autocomplete. When you say type, already tells you different actions that I have in these action types. So you're getting the autocomplete. And if I, for example, choose the deduct item price, it expects some other payloads, right? So here you can see that it's expecting ID, product price, and quantity. And this is really useful because it's sort of like just document your codes, and with this you can actually do away with action creators. You don't, yes, that's right, you don't need action creators anymore. If you're using TypeScript, you can absolutely do without them once you have your action your type definition here. So here we can pass in ID. You sort of get the idea, which is what we're doing here. You get this kind of like autocomplete, which is really nice. So that's that. In the next video, I'm gonna be explaining how I use like TypeScript with Redux, especially with this like new Redux hooks, which I'm just using now. I'm also going to be explaining use these router hooks, and the reason why I decided to choose that over any other components with router. Thank you, and again, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.